So let's address the elephant in the room. There are a lot of YouTube creators that are hopping off of YouTube. And I know if you are a new creator, you're probably side-eyeing the platform like, why are all these big creators leaving YouTube? Like, what is going on? Am I missing something? Is it too late for me because I just started my channel? Like, you're probably a little concerned. And I want to just calm you down because it's not what you think it is. And I want to talk about it. So, of course, my name is Lashawnda Smith, and I'm a content creator and content strategist. And if you don't know anything else about me, you know that I've been telling everybody to start the dang on YouTube channel for their business. So I definitely had to address this because it is something that is going on and there's a lot of people that's leaving. So for one, a lot of these big creators, you have to understand, they have been on YouTube for well over a decade. They have been on YouTube for well over 10 plus years. This has become their lifestyle. This has become their career. This is something that they know like the back of their hand. And as a result, they've had a lot of opportunities. They've had a lot of success on the platform, and they're just in a new season. That happens. I mean, imagine being at a job or a company for 10 plus years. Even if you love what you do, eventually you kind of get tired of it. And I feel that especially like educators in the online space that have a YouTube channel, a lot of people get tired of talking about the same thing. And if you're creative, especially like me or like other entrepreneurs, sometimes you just get into a new season where you're ready to do something different. Like it's not that something is wrong with what you are currently doing, but because you've been doing it for so long, you feel that you have served the purpose that you created it for, and you're ready to do something new. You're ready to try something else out. And so that's one of the number one reasons that I have seen as one of the reasons why these big YouTube creators have been leaving the YouTube platform. Also, I want you to understand that these creators are not leaving YouTube because they did not see success on the platform. A lot of these creators that have left the platform have seen big success on YouTube, and as a result, they are financially in a place where they don't really have to do YouTube no more. They're like, look, I'm making really good money. YouTube has allowed me to build out my business. YouTube has allowed me to establish my brand. Now everyone knows pretty much who I am. I already built out my audience, and they're pretty successful. And so they have the luxury to be like, you know what? I don't want to do YouTube anymore. I'm ready to do something different. And this goes to, you can start something and you have no idea what that's going to develop into in the future. So I just recently came across Tabitha Brown. I don't know if you guys are familiar with her. I know that I knew of her. I hadn't seen like any of her stuff in reference to like how she became famous or what happened. I didn't know her story, but I recently watched her interview on The Breakfast Club a couple days ago, and I learned that she went viral and she had a YouTube channel, and because she had her YouTube channel, like she blew up and like all this other stuff. And I thought that that was a really perfect example of people that just made the decision to create a name for themselves. They stay consistent on the platform, and she got all these other opportunities as a result. So it's not just about you getting YouTube ad revenue or you selling digital products or anything like that. YouTube gives you the opportunity to get in front of people that you would never get in front of otherwise. She didn't know that Whole Foods was watching her brand and watching what she created to the point where they offered her a I don't know what it was. Was it a sponsorship, or where she's the face of the vegan food or something like that? I can't remember, but she would have never got that opportunity if she didn't establish a brand presence for herself using YouTube and using her Instagram or her social media platforms. So when you look at these big creators that are leaving, I want you to realize that they have grown and seen success. And when you have success, you can make those type of pivots and you can make those type of changes within your brand and within your business because you've already done your part in getting the results that you're looking for on whatever platform you're pursuing. And the last thing, I kind of already hit on this. Some people they're just not enjoying it anymore. They're not enjoying the process of creating content. I know a lot of these creators, and I feel like every creator has a different story, but there's a woven pattern depending on the level of success they've had. Some people, they see great success to where they have millions of subscribers on YouTube to the point where now they have a team behind them that's helping them do post-production and helping them do the content creation and all these other things. And you go from being a content creator to being a manager and a delegator. And now you're in a ton of meetings all the time, and you're not really being able to do the thing that really brought you enjoyment, because now you've hired other people to do those things, and it's just not the same anymore. So I want you to understand, when you see these different creators, that they may have a different lifestyle to the point where now they're ready to be in a different season in their life. Some people, they've created families for themselves. So maybe they started this when they were single, and now they have kids and they have a family, and they're ready to spend more time with their family, and they have gotten to a point in their business where they can afford to be like, you know what, I'm going to spend less time on YouTube, and I'm going to spend more time spending time with my family and things like that. So those are the main reasons that I've seen. Disclaimer, there's cords on my fiance's table that I just noticed. We don't just act like that stuff is not right there, because I'm not re-recording this video. I just noticed that, like, in the side, I'm like, oh man, I didn't know those cords was right there. But anyways, the show must go on. So we're going to keep going. So what does this mean for you? You're a new creator and you're like, dang, man, should I even continue to pursue YouTube? Like, did I miss the train? Because I would feel like that if I was a brand new creator. But I'm here to tell you that the fact that a lot of these big creators are leaving YouTube, I want you to also understand that consumers and viewers are not leaving the platform. They're just finding new creators to watch. There are people on this platform who enjoy long form content. I am one of them. I'm a perfect example. I'm not big on watching short form videos. I am a long form video consumer, and there are millions upon millions of people on YouTube who they may be disappointed that there are people that are leaving YouTube. I know for me, there were people that I followed in a different season of my life, and I can tell, like, now they're doing different things. They're still on YouTube, but they're not as consistent. They're not posting 2 and 3 times a week anymore. They're posting maybe once a week or once every other week, and they have ventured out into other things. And I don't necessarily watch their content like that, but guess what? I have replaced me watching their content with another creator's content that I didn't know about when I was watching their videos. So I'm saying all this to say that it's your turn to become that big creator. Take this as the opportunity for you to step into the new era, because there are a lot of new creators that are coming on YouTube that are going to start seeing success on the platform, because while other people are starting to pivot into other areas, there's an untapped and wide market available for you to step in and claim your space. This is your opportunity to claim your space in your industry, in your category, in whatever niche that you're stepping into. Create that name for yourself now while all these other big creators are leaving, because you can become the next big creator if you play your cards right during this time frame. I also want you to know that so many people are telling people to get into short form videos. Everyone is pushing, even YouTube Shorts. YouTube themselves has said you need to push YouTube Shorts. You need to put YouTube Shorts on your page. Instagram is like, you need to post Instagram Reels. TikTok is like, obviously you need to post TikToks, but now TikTok is telling you that you're going to get more views if you post long form horizontal TikToks that's up to 10 minutes. There's so much going on in the short form content space right now that I feel that because it's being pushed so much, yes, people are seeing success with short form content, but I feel that there's a missing piece to the fact that there are some people that still prefer long form content like me, and we are still consuming long form videos. Cat Williams' interview on the Shay Shay podcast, whatever it's called, is a perfect example that people are still consuming long form videos. That video was over I think it was 3 hours long, or 2 hours and 49 minutes or something like that, and it has millions upon millions of views. I don't want you to take that information lightly. Don't let these people fool you into thinking that people have such a short attention span that they are no longer interested in long form video content, because they are absolutely still interested. And while these people are focusing on these short form videos, you can be dominating in the long form videos, because trust and believe, these people that are doing short form videos, they're still trying to find ways to get get back into long form content, because at the end of the day, you cannot really build a relationship with someone in 60 to 90 seconds, but you can build a relationship in a solid community and a solid brand when you take the time to actually have a conversation like what I'm having with you. When you can have these type of videos go out on your platform, now you're relationship building. Now people are going to remember your name. There's tons of people that I follow on TikTok and I love their content. Can't remember their name. I could not search for them if I wanted to. I have no idea how to find their brand, because I can only stumble across their brand when TikTok puts them in my feed. So I want you to remember that when you are making the decision on what type of content you want to pursue, and YouTube is where you need to be at. If you haven't gotten anything else from this video, my whole point is keep doing your channel. It's your turn to see the success on the platform. Don't let these people that's leaving make you think that it's too late for you to pursue YouTube. So let's talk about what my predictions are. I have my YouTube, like my video script right here, just to make sure I don't forget anything. One of my predictions is that YouTube is about to step into a new era. And what I mean by that is I think that there's about to be a whole set of new creators that are about to be the new come up and the new big creators. And those are the people that make the decision that while people are still on short form videos, the people that are going to become the new big YouTube creators are the ones that are going to be like, you know what? I'm going to buckle down on long form content. There's a reason why TikTok is changing their platform to push long form horizontal videos. There's a reason why Instagram is making the decision to try to make longer videos on their platform. Long form content is bae, and I feel that the people that make the decision to go all in on YouTube and focus on here are going to be the new big creators that replace the creators that have left. My second big prediction is that YouTube Music is going to be the new go-to platform for podcasts. Why? And I'm going to do a whole video on this in the future, but I just recently found out about YouTube Music only because Google Podcasts is eliminating themselves in April, and that's how I primarily listen to my podcast. And they recommend that you go over to YouTube Music and like do all this stuff. So I actually downloaded the YouTube Music app, and it's a game changer for podcasts. Not only does it have it available for you to have your podcast on there in both video format, but you can also transfer into audio format only. You can leave comments. You can see how many views it got. You can leave likes. And one of the biggest things that I didn't like about the other podcast platforms is the fact that you can't get feedback when people listen to your podcast episodes. But I love how seamless YouTube Music has made it. And I think that podcasts are really blowing up on YouTube. And even if you create a YouTube channel for your podcast, I think that we're stepping into a new era when a lot more people find out about the YouTube Music platform and how seamless it is to listen to podcasts on there, and how convenient it is to switch back and forth between looking at a video podcast and looking at or listening to an audio only podcast. I think that that will become the go-to platform for podcasters and for people who listen to podcasts. Also, another thing that I've learned in reference to this is that you can build your YouTube channel up from a video podcast. So with using YouTube Music and using the YouTube RSS feed, I see that the watch hours, even if it's an audio only podcast, I have noticed that even with that, it builds up your watch hours on your YouTube channel. So I think that when people start realizing that they can have their audio only podcast on YouTube, and I know this because my fiance just put his audio only podcast on YouTube using his Buzzsprout RSS feed, and he's getting his watch hours up now from a podcast that he already had created. And he's seeing more views and downloads on there versus with it only being on Buzzsprout. So YouTube is organically pushing his podcast in front of new listeners that were not even subscribed to his YouTube channel before. I think that this is going to change the game for people when they start becoming aware of it. So be intentional and put your video podcast on YouTube. Let that build out your YouTube channel, or create a YouTube channel just like this where you're just doing sit down talking head videos, maybe some vlogs here and there. But the whole thing is you need to be on YouTube. Tap into this market while the iron is hot. Okay, so I wanted to talk about that. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think is going to happen? Have you noticed that there's creators that are leaving YouTube, and what are your thoughts on that? But until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.